Good evening, everyone. Myself sarkot. I'm currently a grade 12 student at Buddha International School, ICSC ISC. Currently, I'm pursuing commerce with mathematics, and in addition to academics, I'm also a national level badminton player. And in addition to that, I've also actively participated in 20 MUNs, Model United Nations, and debate competitions, and which have strengthened my skills and which helps basically in analysis, policy-oriented thinking and effective communication.
Tell us something about your family.
Okay, sir. So I'm a single child. My mother, she is a homemaker. She's a housewife, and my dad, he is a senior manager at a German company called Merck. It is a life science company.
So, what do you want to do in life basically? Can you tell us? Because you applied to this course, which is a new course. Do you want to study economics
Yes, sir.
or how is it?
Yes, I wanted to study economics, sir, and through this course, the particularly the BSc Economics ones preferably. So I plan to do my master's in econometrics, which is basically economics, maths, and statistics. So I plan to do some my career through BSc Economics course and then pursue masters in econometrics, preferably through LSE or University of Amsterdam, and then get into some good firms and do the jobs of analyst and some other prefer like investment banking and consultancy.
Why University of Amsterdam particularly?
So, I have researched about University of Amsterdam, and for the econometrics, it's particularly a new field. And according to like what I searched, it showed me that after LSE, University of Amsterdam offers the second best course for econometrics. So that's why I've chosen Amsterdam for that.
Yeah, but econometrics used to be there 30 years ago also. Why do you say it is something new?
Because 30 years ago, it was not something that huge of a thing. Nowadays, econometrics is in the trend. Nowadays, people are slowly inclining towards econometrics.
Hmm. So, what is your favorite subject in school?
Maths, maths and economics, but particularly maths.
If a to the power b, if a to the power b is 37, give us some integral values of a and b.
If a to the power, okay. So can you give me a minute to like do the calculations?
Yeah, a to the power b is 37, a and b are integers. Okay. What is an indifference curve?
What is an indifference curve? Okay, I'll let you know. So indifference curve like basically shows combination between two goods and like at exact same level of utility and which is more satisfactory. Which combination is more? Which combination satisfy their needs more?
Indifference means there is no difference, na? So how will you get to know which one satisfies more? Indifference means no difference.
The higher is the indifference curve, so the more it satisfies the needs of the consumer.
Higher means towards the right and up.
Yes, sir. No, no, sir. It's basically from yes towards right and up. Yes.
So indifference curve, moving along the indifference curve and moving off the curve. What do these two things mean to you?
So can you repeat your voices, ma'am?
Moving along the indifference curve and moving the indifference curve. What do these things imply?
So moving along, the indifference curve basically means that we are specifically changing the combination of goods. Like we are keeping the utility same, but we are changing the combinations. If
Mm,
I'm using 4 units of A commodity and 3 units of B, then I'm just changing that combination, the units, but the utility remains the same.
mm.
And for moving in the indifference curve, I'm not sure about it.
In the demand and supply curve, how are price and quantity related?
So more is the price for a demand for particularly, more is the price of a commodity, less will be the demand, and vice versa. And for
And
supply, if you look from the producer's perspective, more is the price, more will be the supply of the commodity.
so, which one is the dependent variable here, price or quantity?
Which one is the dependent variable?
Hmm. Price is
I
the
think it's
dependent.
price.
Price is the dependent variable. And
Um,
do we plot price on the x-axis or y-axis?
we plot the price on the y-axis. Sir.
But the independent variable should be on the x-axis now.
Mm-hmm.
So why this anomaly?
Can you repeat, sir?
I'm saying the independent variable should be along the x-axis, right? The price should be along the x-axis. Why it is on the y-axis?
Um, I'm not very well versed with it, sir. If I'm wrong, I think quantity is something which should be on the x-axis and it's an dependent variable. Um,
Mm,
I'm not sure about it, sir.
mm. What is GDP? Can you define it for us?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat?
GDP. What is GDP?
Okay. So GDP stands for gross domestic product. So GDP of a country basically implies that uh, total market value of all the final goods and services produced within a country's border during a specific period of time.
Mm. That is the gross domestic product.
Yes.
So suppose you have,
After
huh?
you asked about GDP, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
suppose you have a flat
Mm-hmm.
which you have rented out at 10,000 rupees per month.
Hmm.
Will that rent be added in GDP?
Will that rent be added in GDP? Okay.
The question is quite simple. You are getting rent for a
Yes.
flat. Will it be part of GDP or not?
Yes, sir, it will be part of GDP.
If you keep the house vacant, then will the imputed rent be part of GDP?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Mm, no, I'm not sure about it, sir.
And the services provided by a housewife to the family, is it calculated in the GDP?
No, sir, they are not calculated.
Hmm. So imputed rent, is it calculated?
Imputed rent, it's calculated.
So why this difference? It's contradictory, na?
Uh-huh.
Reason?
Mm, I'm not very well sure about the reason, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Let me ask you econometrics kind of question probably. Can you calculate using some method the total number of cars on Indian roads today? Four wheelers,
Okay,
personal use as well as taxis.
I will try to do it, sir.
Hmm. Make a rough estimate, use a pen and paper if you require.
Yes, yes, I'm doing that.
and you can think aloud also.
Yes.
Yeah, you can think aloud so that we understand the process that you're using.
So total number of cars is something which is a dependent variable, and other factors which affect will be like basically the per capita income and fuel prices as well. So irrigation, third, population is one.
We could start with a basic number like a population of 140 crores and then
Yes,
take up
yes, I'm doing that. So I've assumed like there are 1.4 billion people in the country, so around 320 or 300 million of households. Like considering that there are around 4 to 5 people in the family, so
Mhm.
I'm doing it that way. And then I've decided, like I divided the society in three groups, income groups, like the upper class, then the middle class, and the lower class.
Mhm.
Then for the higher class, I've taken around 2 cars per house, and the higher class forms around 5 to 10% of that, and middle class is mostly.
So what is the kind of number you are getting?
I think 50. I got around 50 to 60 million. So I took 5 to 10% as the upper class, and I've taken that 2 cars per house over there. So if you take around of 320 million, 10% is like 3.2 million over there, 32 million. And for middle class, I've taken around 20 to 30%. So in that range, I got around uh, 28. And for lower middle class, I've taken around 20 to 34% of the population again. And considering that they don't use that much of private transport and public transports mostly, I've taken zero for them. So estimatedly, I got around 50 to 60 million, sir.
50 to 60 million four-wheelers,
50 to 60, yes, sir. 50 to 60 million cars.
6 crore cars.
Yes, sir.
So you said you are a national level player. Which sport?
Badminton, sir.
So like how does it work? It comes under some badminton association or is how does it work? Like
Uh,
why how do you say it is
yes,
national
sir.
level?
Okay, so I've played in the School Games Federation of India Games. So that is basically it comes under BAI, that is the Badminton Association of India,
Hmm.
Ministry of Sports, and the Government of India. So I
Hmm.
represented Maharashtra state in it.
Hmm.
And in Maharashtra state also we have three teams. It's since it's School Games of India, School Game Federation of India (SGFI). So the teams are divided into boards. So since I'm in ISC board, I represented Maharashtra ISC team in that tournament, sir.
Acha. So it is a school level thing, not an amateur
No, sir.
competition.
It's actually an amateur competition. It normal nationals are where professional players play. In this, professional players represent their schools, sir.
Hmm. These are not board
It's basically
level games you are saying.
other than that, I have also played in nationals also, sir. Like without the boards.
Hmm. So what is
So
your
it works
standing
like
there?
that. What is?
What is your standing or ranking there? Is there any ranking system there?
Uh, I don't have national ranking, but I have state ranking, sir.
What is your state rank?
My state rank is 8 in boys doubles under 19, sir.
8.
Yes, sir, 8.
And you said you participated in lot of months.
Yes, sir, MUNs.
Hmm. So tell us what is happening in Iraq.
Yes, sir, can I repeat?
What is happening in Iran? Sorry, not Iraq. Iran.
Iran. Okay. Iran, sir, currently they are undergoing protests, which are presumed that they are being backed by the USA and they are demanding a change in the leadership. They are demanding that Ayatollah Khomeini to resign, and the protests are also being backed by the son of the Iranian Shah. Uh, if I'm not wrong, his name Pahlavi Rizi Shah or something. And it began basically as economic protests, sir, in the December of the past year. And recent updates talking about that, Iran ordered the execution of one protester, 26-year-old guy, because for the first time, like 2 or 3 days ago before that, and on that, US has given its stance that it's going to take military actions if Iran is considering execution of people to stop the protests.
And what's the background of the Khomeini? Give us some idea about that. Last 2 3 decades.
About Ayatollah Khomeini.
Hmm.
Mm. Ayatollah Khomeini is the supreme leader of Iran. He took power in 1979 after the Iranian Revolution, which ousted basically the Shah of the Iran. And I'm not pretty sure about it, but some basic information of Ayatollah Khomeini will be like uh, he is one of the most longest serving leader of India of Iran, sorry, for about 35 to 36 years, if I'm not wrong. And um, yes, is that much I know about him.
And why did US attack Venezuela?
So, US attack, if you see from the US perspective, what the reason they are given is the US law enforcement. What US government has given the reason is that Nicolas Maduro, the Venezuelan president, was had some charges against him in the US court for narco terrorism, for drugs trafficking and all. But if you see the reality of that, it's basically for oil, sir. Because Venezuela recently showed that they have 303 billion barrels of oil or proved oil reserves. That's why.
Do you think we should know anything else about you so that your prospects are better for getting selected?
Mm, yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us.
So I just wanted to let you all know like what my extracurriculars like badminton and MUMs have taught me because they have played a significant part of who I am today. So badminton has basically, it's been one of the most integral part of my life. I've been playing badminton for the past 6 to 7 years, and it has taught me important skills like how to manage pressure, how to work under pressure, then discipline, obviously, and then how to come back after a setback. And MUNs and debates, I started doing it recently, only like 2 to 3 years ago. It has given me skills like analysis, how to analyze things and the policies of the different countries, and then how to defend my stance if I'm against a topic, and various skills which have helped me really excel in my life, and the skills have helped me in my academics also. So yes, sir, that much only.
Anybody else has any questions to ask Sarah? Can any of you ask him any question from mathematics, specifically calculus? Yes, Ayush?
Not really, sir.
Nothing.
No, sir.
Yes.
I can ask one question pertaining to calculus. Do you like differentiation or what do you prefer? Do you like studying differentiation more or integration?
Differentiation.
Okay, so what exactly is this concept? What does differentiation mean?
What does differentiation mean exactly? Mhm.
Yeah, I can solve the equations through differentiation. What am I finding out through differentiation though?
Can I repeat?
Okay, so when you are given a differentiation equation, you are able to solve it. But what exactly is it? Do you know?
Uh, it's like finding the rate of change of, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry, could you repeat?
It's like finding a rate of change.
There is echo, Sarang.
Uh, is it proper now?
Yeah.
So differentiation basically, what I think is like rate of change of a function when you're solving an equation. You're finding the rate of, like a function is given to you. Differentiation basically means you're finding the rate of change of that function.
Okay, thank you so much.
Can you give an example? What
An
can be
example.
a use case for the same?
Okay. So if you're telling use case of differentiation, if I'm telling C. So if x meter per second, if a water is flowing through a tap at a speed of x meter per second, by differentiating that, we are getting to exactly know the rate of change. So if there are certain conditions towards that, then by differentiating that equation, we are getting to know the rate of change in that, the speed with which the water is flowing through a particular tap, as we said.
Ayush, you are okay with the answer?
Yeah, sir. It's pretty much right.
So I don't understand one thing. You were asked a question, which one do you prefer, differentiation or integration? Aren't they two different things?
Yes.
It's like asking whether you like
Can you
absolute
repeat,
mode of,
sir?
yeah.
Can you please repeat?
I'm saying that why would you like one over the other between differentiation and integration?
But to be honest and very true, I find differentiation a lot more easier than integration.
Yeah, but
But at the same time,
hmm,
yes, yes.
yeah, at the same time,
At the same time, I think calculus is a bit complex to solve. But differentiation is like very easy for me to do and go ahead with things. I find easy to solve differential equations more than calculus, like more than integration.
hmm. So what are the subjects you have in your board?
For boards, I have maths, economics, accounts, then commerce, English language, and English literature.
So tell me a basic question in account. Why is debit called debit?
Why is debit called debit?
Hmm.
Mhm.
It's a English question more than an account question.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll tell you. Mm, debit is basically like when uh, debit means like you're owing something to someone. So when you debit an amount, you're like paid that amount. Like you're owing it to someone.
Hmm. Can you tell us some basic concepts in accountancy?
Accounts, the basic concepts.
Hmm.
So first of all is the business entity concepts which we learned, like which is the basics of accounts. It's like the firm is different from the business owner, the entrepreneur. Both are different.
Okay.
Then there is the accrual concept in accounts.
Hmm.
Then for accrual concept is another important concept in accounts, where I'm not pretty much sure about it, but in accrual concept, uh, like we should record the transactions on the day when they occur, like record income when you earn it, not when it is due not when it is due. So like even if it is due after the financial year, but if I'm receiving it today, I'll record it today. And then the historical cost concept in accounts. These are the basic concepts in accounts, like which are the general accounting principles.
Hmm. What about period concept? Period.
Mm-hmm. Period concept. Uh, Period concept. I'm not sure.
Tell me a couple of things which link the profit and loss account with the balance sheet.
Yes, sir. About profit and loss account in the balance sheet.
Yeah, the linkages between profit and loss account and balance.
Link between profit and loss account and balance sheet. Um, Link with profit and loss account and balance sheet. Um, mm, I have to think about it.
Okay, anybody else has any
So basic.
questions to ask Sarang?
Can I answer the question which you asked? Like,
Yes.
so what I think what links profit and loss account and balance sheet is the net profit, sir. Like, which
Net
is calculated
profit.
at the bottom of the PL account and we transfer it to the balance sheet.
Anything else apart from that?
Uh, Apart from that, no, sir.
Closing stock?
Closing stock, yes, sir. So you asked for the items in the balance sheet or like how PL account is related to that?
Yeah. Closing stock also links PL to balance sheet.
Yes, sir.
And debtors, sundry debtors.
So there's sundry debtors, then there's the PP, the plant, PP and I assets. Uh, then
Assets
that
are
PP is
not
like
there.
property, plant, and
Assets are not there in PL.
assets are not there, but they're in the balance sheet.
Yeah, so I'm asking about linkages between PL and balance.
Okay. Uh, One is closing stock, as you said. Another one is the net profit, and others are.
Okay, it's okay. Please, all of you, please give your feedback to. Acha, one last question. The interview is still on. Do you have any questions to ask us?
Mm, Not really, sir. Not no questions.
Okay. So all of you have heard Sarang. Please give your fair feedback to him. It should be specific. Yes, please. If you don't give feedback, you won't get any feedback also. So it will be difficult for you to assess yourself.
I can give you one feedback. I feel like you can be a bit more confident in your answers, even if it's the wrong answer, because what I have experienced is professors, when they're in the panel, they would like to question you, are you sure of this answer? And it's best to stick by it, even if you are not sure of it, and even if you think you are second guessing it, because it just, I think, portrays that you're at least confident in your abilities.
No, I will not agree with that because if you are wrong, you should not be confident about it. That shows that you are being silly. If you are not sure about an answer, you should say, I'm not sure about it, but I can definitely try to answer it and then give an answer. If you will give a wrong answer, then they will keep on asking you around that question and you will be finally contradicting yourself and that would make them win and make you lose. So don't be confident where you are not sure. Don't be overconfident. Don't stick to wrong answers at all.
Okay, understood. But I have one question. If I think that I've answered correctly, and if the interviewer is asking me if I'm sure of it, what am I supposed to do in that scenario? The answer might be correct, but I'm not sure of it then.
If you are not sure about it, then just say that, sir, I with my experience, with my knowledge, I think this is the right answer. But maybe with your expertise and your experience, you may be knowing better. So I really think I am right, but maybe you are right. If you are not sure that you are correct, only if you are correct,
Okay.
then you stick to your answer.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
You should never ever hurt the ego of the teachers. Most of the time, the teachers or your professors are going to take your interview. So you should not come across to them as very rigid, especially when giving wrong answers. You should be flexible enough to say that, okay, this is what I know. Maybe I am wrong. I'll try to find it. And in between, you can massage their ego by saying, maybe sir, with your experience, you know better, and maybe you are right. But as of now, this is what I know. Don't get into an argument with them because you hardly get 15 minutes for an interview. If you spend 5 to 7 minutes of those 15 minutes in a wrong answer, in a negative way, then you have lost that interview. Whether you win that argument or not is not material at all. It's not relevant. You may win the argument, but you'll lose the interview. And you won't win the argument also because as it is, you gave a wrong answer. What other feedback? Asmita, you
I
have anything to say?
I think he could be a bit more clear about the accounting basic concepts.
I think he was pretty clear, much clearer than many other students that I keep on interviewing. But yes, the second concept that you talked about, the accrual concept, the
Yes.
explanation was wrong.
Yes, yes.
That is why I asked you about the period concept because the two are related. Accrual and period concept are related. Yes, Ayush, Gurkirat, any feedback? Vidhi, any feedback?
So was he right about the demand and supply question
Sorry?
and the price action? The price action and the demand and supply question.
Yeah, usually the price is on the y-axis. Actually, it should be on the x-axis if you look at it from a purely mathematical perspective.
No, no, not that question. The question wherein if demand increases, then price increases, and when the supply is higher, the price decreases.
Yeah,
This should be the anal, right?
yeah. For normal goods, this is what happens. If the supply is more, then the price goes down. If the demand is more, then the price goes up.
Yeah, I think he said the opposite. I'm not sure. I might have heard it wrong, or I might have interpreted it wrong.
Yes, Sarang, I really don't remember that. What
Uh,
did you say?
I said for demand from the perspective of a consumer and for supply from the point of view of a supplier. So I said it wrong. If what he said it's correct, I think.
Okay,
No, even in any perspective, if demand is high, then price goes up, and if supply is high, the price goes down. In any perspective.
yes,
Okay.
yes, you are correct. Yeah, Vidhi, what is your feedback for Sarang? Gurkirat?
Uh, it was good overall, I feel, but yeah, only one more to like oh, it was good, but I would just say if the badminton point, I feel it's a plus point if he's played at national levels. So be a bit more clear about those part in that part about how you can like justify that you have been at that level.
Yeah, I got a bit confused about board level national games or national games. Be clearer about that.
Yeah, because if it's
Okay,
national,
sir.
that's a big plus point. Those pay if like in a way where he can make sense to the panel in a way that they even they feel at the point that he has played a national, then that would be a really big plus point.
Yes. I think the answer about the cars was decent. The calculation bit, I think the figure is around 8 crores probably. So you said 60 million, so that's pretty close. Probably that's the figure. You can check it once. Yes, any other feedback? I think it was a pretty good interview, Sarang, for a first interview, but you need to fine tune certain things. So do your academics well, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a group discussion. I'm giving you a topic now. The topic is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The topic for the group discussion is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There is no method in it. Anybody can speak at any time, and you can also interrupt others who are speaking. We will start after exactly 1 minute. The topic is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.